Learn how to make plaster casts of animal tracks. You can bring the animal footprints home that you find when you're on a hike without hurting the trail. Plaster of Paris is a powder that you pour into a bowl and you mix 2 parts powder to 1 part of water. And it's supposed to be kind of soupy, and it will set up fairly quickly after you put it in the mold. So you also need a mold, and I made a mold out of a Cool Whip container by just cutting off the top edge of it, and then I could set that down onto the ground and pour the plaster of Paris in it. This makes a nice round shape that way. So Cool Whip container would work great to mix up your plaster of Paris in it. You'll need a cup and a spoon and your water. I did that out on the location so it didn't set up too quickly. If I did it at home and then traveled and looked for footprints, it would already be set up. So when I was out walking this morning, I found this great deer print, and I've been wanting to do a print mold for quite some time. So I marked it with these leaves, and I've come back here in the middle of the road. I'm still in my walking clothes. So I'm going to mix up some plaster Paris. I'm going to try using this mold and putting it onto the earth here and pouring the plaster of Paris in it. I think I'll do it this way, actually. It's made from a Cool Whip container. And I'm going to pour the plaster of Paris in there and see if I can get it to seal well enough to hold the plaster of Paris and make a mold of this deer print. So let's give it a go. So if you can see this plaster of Paris, it's made kind of like a pudding consistency. So I used 3 cups of the plaster of Paris right here, and I used about 1.5 cups of the water, and it's pretty good consistency. Can you hear all the birds singing? So I'm going to let this sit for a while. So I just had to move all my equipment out of the road to let my neighbors through with their cattle trailer and their 4-wheeler to go check their cows. So I've let the plaster of Paris set up for about 30 minutes, and I'm going to pick it up and see how we're doing. Okay, the mold came off really easily. I'm nervous. I noticed that the ground got wet around the mold. It soaked up some of the moisture, so I don't know how this is going to go, but oh, look, there's the deer print, and I'm just going to leave the dirt on it for now, and I'm going to let it continue to dry, and then I'll pull that dirt off when we get back to the house, and we'll look and see how it turns out. You can still see the deer print here in the ground. We've picked up some of the mud. Okay, now I have a crop duster coming over as well, so we're going to be hearing airplanes low around us. I had a couple extra spoonfuls of the plaster Paris, so I just put 2 or 3 spoonfuls of the plaster Paris on top of another print, and I kind of smoothed it out. So that's not using a mold at all. This would be even easier to do. So let's look here. Hey, this worked well too. So that gives you a second option, which would be faster and easier. So the second set of prints that I found was this one, which I think is a coyote, but I'm not sure. You can see the nails and the pad. I'm going to take the print, and then we're going to do a little study and see what we can find out. I'm going to lift this mold up, and we'll look at it more closely and clean it off when we get into the house. I'm excited. So outside, you saw this was the mold that was inside of here. That was the plaster Paris that I put in there over the animal print, and I took the mold off, and then when I turned it over, this is what I had, and there was still dirt connected to it. So I just left that, and I've let these sit and cure so that they're very solidly dry. And now I'm going to clean them off a little bit so I can see that print a little better. So I've got a couple different things I'm going to try. The first is just I'm going to try knocking off a little bit of this dirt with a soft toothbrush. I feel like an archaeologist. This is kind of cool. And this is working really well for this dirt because it's kind of soft and sandy. But I know I won't hurt the plaster mold with this. If I used something solid, it would scratch my plaster Paris. The dirt that you use may be harder to get off than this, in which case you might want to try like a stiff paintbrush and just kind of keep rubbing at it like that. This works really well also. This is just a stiff old paintbrush. It doesn't have to have all the dirt perfectly off of it. We're just wanting to be able to see this print better. This was a very deep print, and the plaster Paris went right down into these different areas, and you can really see the pad of the animal's foot as well as these claw marks here. I am going to assume this is a coyote, and some of you may tell me differently because it could be a dog, although I don't know of a dog that lives out here by us that's loose at nighttime. So I'm going to assume that this is a coyote print. This isn't a very big coyote. If that's the case, they probably would usually be larger, so this might be a young one. It's spring as I'm doing this video, so it might be a young coyote. You can really see that paw print very well. Here's the base of the paw and the 4 pads and each of the nails as well. This is another one I did with a mold, and we're going to clean that one off next. I'm going to kind of knock off the bigger chunks of dirt. Once it sits for a while, this dirt came off pretty easily. Again, yours might not come off quite so easily. You might have to work at it a little bit longer. This is dirt off of a road, and it's kind of sandy soil. So look how that comes right off. Okay, let's use our old paintbrush again. Let's see, I'm going to try this toothbrush next. Yeah, that's kind of flicking the dirt all over. This one is a little stiffer. And again, I don't have to get every bit of dirt off of here to still see the print well. I remember doing this when I was young. I think it might have been something my brothers were doing for a merit badge in Boy Scouts, but I'm not sure. My son also was very interested in animals and prints and such. He's an outdoorsman. Whenever I go for a walk down our road, I'm always looking for animal prints. And after a while, you get where you can recognize quite a few of them. We have raccoons and turkeys and deer and coyote, and I see rabbits and other bird prints and such. But the 2 that I got this time were that coyote, and this one is a really good deer print. This is the hoof of a deer. And again, it was down into the mud and then dried, so it really made a great print. So you can see the deer has kind of a little cleft in the front of its hoof. It has two little toe type of areas and makes this full print. And that's a very clear deer print, a nice sized deer. Making a mold of an animal print with plaster Paris is a great thing to do on a nature walk. You can take home a piece of nature with you without hurting the environment. You want to make sure that you had something to put this in so it didn't get hurt if you're walking and you only have a backpack or something. So I'll be looking for more prints. It's often very good after a couple days after a rain, so that the prints have been made into the mud and are a bit deeper, but are dried and ready for the plaster Paris. Learn how to make plaster casts of animal tracks. For more nature activities and crafts, come on over to welcometobananas.com and join the fun.